Good evening and welcome to Weather Fans Special Stormwatch here on Saturday, the 11th of May 24.
Yes, welcome everybody. Just a quick one from me and Michael tonight regarding what's really going on in the skies. Tom's just come in and said, "Good evening, everyone," and Michael and Paul. That is everyone. Yeah, welcome.
Good evening, Tom. And
yeah,
also
so-
hello to Jake if he's still watching there.
Yeah, as I was just saying, it could be a quick one regarding what's going on in the skies really for tonight and tomorrow, I think.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just doing the banner.
Getting these tabs in order.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got some stuff for tonight regarding the aurora, which, as everyone knows, was quite widespread last night and very vivid, if I do say so myself. A lot of people have ticked off their bucket list in the last 24 hours, probably in the next 24 hours as well. So yeah, I can see some mist coming on shore now as I look out my window. So it's going to be hit and miss here in the northeast as to whether we get anything. It's whether that mist comes on shore. Just waiting for Michael to type up his banner. Look at him eagerly beavering away there. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, everyone. I'm running on fumes at the moment. So all the excitement of last night, and then I've been busy doing other hobby-related stuff this afternoon. And then probably, I'm 50-50 at the moment as to going chasing tomorrow as to where the worst of it's going to happen up here.
Yes.
Where we're going to go first? We do the aurora.
Yes, let's do the aurora first. Then we'll welcome the.
Yeah. So I'll quickly. I was checking space. Have you got Space Weather Live, or do you want me to do that?
You can do that. No, I'm going to call you darling then.
You can call me darling if you want.
Only on the weekend, darling. Oh, it is the weekend.
Yeah, Michael, I've told you about that. We don't talk about weekends. Anyway, guys,
we're on a Saturday.
Yeah, except Saturdays and Sundays. Anyway, I'm deviating. So I go. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. So ignore the adverts, everyone. My ABP's blocking 172 of the buggers at the moment. I'll just roll that. Yeah, my ABP. I won't say the word because I might get sliced off YouTube. Yes, as you can see there, we are currently at a KP8, which is where we were last night, really.
That's correct.
Currently a G4. Last night was a G5 briefly. And as you can see, I'm going to the wrong tab. So it's currently an S1 minus solar radiation storm in terms of radio, but the disturbance index is at minus 180 NT. I'll come to that in a minute. So currently, the solar wind is really, really strong. As you can see there, it's running at around about 900 kilometers a second, which as soon as it hits the Discover probe, which is right on the outskirts of the Earth's atmosphere, well, the Earth's boundaries, really, I think, it takes 28 minutes. So as soon as we get an alert, it takes about 28 minutes after that for the storm to hit. We're currently within extreme storm boundaries. You can see they're strong there. Observed, we're in extreme. Predicted is strong, but we're in an extreme. So yeah, there's the aurora band at the moment, as you can see there at the north and the south. We're underneath that. I'm going to see if I can find that. There we go. Let's see if that. There we go. Is that showing up now? Yes, brilliant.
It is.
Yeah, so you can see the UK. especially across the north, is under the red. But I wouldn't rule out seeing it as far down south as the English Channel maybe tonight. Depends on how strong this gets tonight and how many more solar flares keep getting chucked at us. But it's currently predicted to be quite strong, but not as strong as last night, apparently. But we'll see. So we'll go from that to the Aurora Watch. Just pull this down. Like I say, it's currently just below the red threshold, but we are still, as you can probably see by looking outside, still in the daylight. Still, I'd say 2, 3, 4 hours at least before it can be seen properly, until it's properly dark enough to see it, like it was last night, around about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I seen it. So yeah, guys, if you've got it, download Aurora Watch. It's free app, same as Space Weather as well. Michael introduced me to that app as well. That's also on the Play Store and App Stores as well.
Indeed, it's been going off virtually not non-stop, but very often today again. It's been like the last few days.
I was going to say I've had to mute the notifications on my phone because they were just going off during the night, and it was like G1, G3. What the heck? Just go to sleep. But as you can see, that's as strong as I've ever seen it. It's like nearly 1500. Yeah, look, and that was during the night, so it could pick up again during the night. We'll see. And from that, I know a few people have been asking whether it'll be cloudy or not tonight.
Well, I've actually I've actually got the satellite
to the radar. Yeah, I was just going to quickly show that. Yeah,
and then it's all right.
I did see the notes. Yeah, I'm making your life a lot easier, bro. Trust me.
That's all right.
But yeah, if you have anything that's got the predictive, actually, I might be able to get that in a minute, but I'll.
I've got it in colour. If you want it in colour,
that might help. Yeah, right. You take over.
That's all right. I'm going to put it on the screen so you can still talk. You can still.
Yeah.
You can still wait.
There we are. That's better.
You carry on.
Yes, as we were saying, there's some onshore mist at the moment. I'm looking out towards the coast at the moment, and it's trying to come inland, but it's actually breaking up as it does, thankfully. But the eastern side of England might miss out tonight. As far north as missed out, literally. So yeah, as you can see there, it's whether how far that mist comes onshore. But currently, as you can see there to the south, looking very favourable if that band moves up. But obviously, you've got the
there seems to be a lot of high cloud around, especially through central areas at the minute.
Yeah, I mean, I was out over at Hartside Pass earlier, and it was showing there's some cumulus going up, and there were no CBs going up. There's plenty of Qs going up, and it was like lots of high cirrus kind of cloud. So yeah, it was quite hazy, shall we say? But I would imagine it would if it's the high like the higher level stuff, and it's very thin layer, the aurora might be visible through that. It was last night. There's some higher level stuff, and it actually shone through. So yeah, if this cloud thins and dissipates tonight, we could be in for another show, I think. But towards East Coast, I reckon it's going to be hit and miss, especially towards the west as well. Yeah, Tom, you're in Nottingham, if I remember rightly. You might see it. It's like I say, it's going to be hit and miss, and all dependent on how far this mist comes inland, and if it breaks up or not. But should do, because the surface heating's dropping now. So Yeah, in Nottingham. Thought so. Yeah, because you're one of the OG weather fans. That's how I know. So yeah, what do you think, Michael? Do you reckon it's going to be quite good for it tonight?
I think the standards won't be as strong as last night, but still, you could still probably still see in some parts towards the south. But again, it just depends on how much of this cloud will let you can actually see through. So there's a lot more haze. I've noticed it here as well. So I'm roughly right in the central of the Midlands, really, middle of the country.
Yeah.
There seems to be a bit of clear air coming up from the south. I've just noticed almost like this arc here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it looks like maybe southwest England as well.
Yeah, Free Palestine's asking, do you think it'll be visible in the Midlands? I'll pass that one to Michael.
It depends on how that cloud is. As you can see, there's plenty of hazy clouds. You probably noticing yourself the skies are quite milky at this stage. But it depends if it's thick enough for it to show through. So it's touch and go, really.
Yes. There was some
there's definitely a lot more cloud red than there was last night.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot more, but last night there was some high cloud up here, and it was showing through. So it's quite possible. Like Michael just said, it's dependent on how thick it is, and how if it breaks up or not.
Let's bring up the European satellite.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to put on the other stuff. Let's get rid of that.
Well, let's click into here because what's coming up from the south there has caught my eye. And it could be that potential.
Well, that's some flashing. Oh yeah, I'd noticed that as well. I think that's going to interact with. I think that's part of the occlusion that's coming through for tomorrow. That's a proper Biscay low.
So looking impressive on the satellite imagery, I tell you, especially in this new colour.
Yes.
So we can see this coming up. Sorry.
No. Carry on.
So I think what's that? There's the circulation of the high. If you look, everything seems to be circulating around. The high is like pushed down towards France. You see how it's all circulated here, and you're getting this coming up on its western flank of this high. So this is why we've got this arc here. It's just like on the outskirts of this high.
That could be like a bit of the jet or something like that.
Could possibly be. We're just watching this for. We're just watching this for tomorrow. So all this isn't coming up. This obviously during the night probably just start dying a death a bit. But we'll come into just a moment. The Cape of Lifted. It's looking quite nice for tomorrow.
It is indeed. I'm just going to quickly just get set up on my side for that. Because she was on about Cape and Lifted. You want to beautifully segue into that? Yeah, crack on, mate. I've got just preparing the echo. So, yep. So these are the Cape and Lifted charts.
So there's a couple of things we need. There's a few things that need to come into place to get thunderstorms up. Cape Lifted usually helps, but you can't have Cape Lifted without some kind of trigger. We'll have a look at the FACS charts in just a moment. Actually, let's have a look at the FACS charts right now because that'll be the main. We need that trigger like a trough or a weather front coming in. So this is the latest banner from Sainsbury's across the bottom. And this is also the FACS chart as well from the Met Office. We've got high pressure, which is showing there, sat towards the northeast. It's slowly slinking away further east. And it's lowering these weather fronts to approach from the west. And what we're seeing is you've got a trough there as well, which we're seeing there's thunderstorms kicking off towards North Spain and southwest France. So let's bring that forward 24 hours to lunchtime tomorrow. And what we're seeing, these weather fronts are getting much closer to the UK, and it's going to add more instability into the atmosphere. So as these approach the UK, these also could start to trigger some thunderstorms during the afternoon, and potentially we're more looking for, let's say, the Midlands westwards at this stage in time. So let's bring that forward another 12 hours and see where these fronts are sitting. So as we go into midnight, you've got a trough just set towards the northwest of England. So my guess will be that a trough will be coming up perhaps the western side of the UK, which will then potentially set off a few thunderstorms. My best bet at this stage, if Paul will agree with me, is probably for southwest England, perhaps through Wales, maybe the West Midlands, northwest England, up through the Irish Sea.
Yeah, that's what it's showing on the UKV. I'm going to come to that shortly once you've done your bit.
Yeah. So we'll go back onto the GFS model, which I just shown a second ago. Let's go back into there. So we've got that trigger that we need.
Mm-hmm.
Bring down the cape and lifted. But as I mentioned, we need that trigger so we've got that cape and lifted there towards southeast Scotland, northeast England. But as we've seen on the satellite imagery, there's absolutely nothing coming out because you haven't got that trigger. So you can have all the cape you like, but without a trigger, you can't set these storms off. So as I said, it's just a prime example there of that. And and we saw on the satellite imagery as well, you've got all that cape and lifted there for France, and there's nothing there at all because you haven't got that trigger. So as we move through into lunch, into 9 o'clock on Sunday, we start seeing the cape lifted start to rise, and as we head through lunchtime, we've got the cape lifted there. But there's about 1,000 kilojoules of energy getting built up towards more western areas, and potentially there up to -4 on the lifted charts. And we're getting these into these nice deep yellows into the oranges there. So there's plenty of fuel there. So we're going up to roughly about 1,300 kilojoules of energy. So these storms could be, I wouldn't say quite nasty, but you'll know about it if you're underneath one.
Yeah, torrential rain, frequentish lightning, I'd say. Yeah. Maybe some hail. I think you put in the group Estafex had mentioned something.
Well, funny you should say that because I've actually got the tab there.
Good man. Yeah, this is preliminary. Obviously, I don't think NetWeather have given anything for tomorrow yet.
Yeah, they might do it perhaps tomorrow morning. So let's have a look at this. This was actually done, I think, yesterday. So it's an extended. So this was actually issued yesterday at 2:40. So they normally do it the day before, but been a weekend. Looks like they've actually done it a day early. So as you can see, they're showing that all the UK is under a storm watch during tomorrow. So that indicates a 50% chance of seeing lightning in that area there. And on the outer ring, it's about, I think that's a 10% chance, a 15% chance. So we're not under any severity levels. That's for more like the Pyrenees through Sunday. That could be in association with those storms we're seeing right now. So that could be for the very early hours of Sunday. So let's have a look of the synopsis. So ongoing blocking bridge over the central into north central Europe gets framed by extensive waves, which extend into the Bay of Biscay to the west and into the eastern Mediterranean to the east of the ridge. Along the surface of a structuring an extreme low pressure channel over France and Switzerland become the main focus for most widespread thunderstorm activity. And France into the UK, an extensive surface pressure channel filled with an unstable moist air mass will be focused for scattered to widespread sea ice. For France, very weak shear at all levels assist in numerous growing but rather disorganized clusters. Emissionating cells will take profit of weekly capped 500 to 1,000 kilojoules Cape will pose temporal hail and wind gust threat, but heavy rain become the main issue besides. Current idea is that parts of northeast France could see a rainfall-driven upgrade due to better forcing. And during the night hours, this risk also translates to Switzerland, far north Italy, with heavy rain main risk. Then DLS increases somewhat over the UK, so a bit more progressive clusters lower than the overall convective rainfall risk. Repeated thunderstorms could bring heavy rain on a local scale, isolated hail, and a few thunder reports, rich in low-level Cape with thunderstorms. This activity weakens after sunset. So once that sun goes down, we'll lose that threat of any storms.
Yeah, everything tomorrow is going to be more heat-driven.
Yes.
And
so
precipitable moisture and stuff like that.
So I'll just go back on that. So what we actually need, let me just go back to that tab there. If we can get rid of some of that low cloud here, if we come into that clearer air, if we have that clearer air during tomorrow and it warms the ground up nicely, then as that trough comes up the western side of the UK, it's just going to fire up those storms nicely. As we know, with sharp thunderstorms or showers, it could be very hit and miss. Some places won't get any at all, but 5 miles down the road, it could be hit with a torrential downpour. I'll guess probably the Met Office will have perhaps an upgrade. Well, not an upgrade, but have an update on their yellow warning for tomorrow. So if that was to come off, that'll probably come around about 11 o'clock. It could even be fine-tuned for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just checking the 15Z because it's literally just hot off the press. The ink is still wet off the charts for tomorrow, and it is pretty much what Estafax have been saying.
So just to add to the end of this Cape, as you can see, 6 o'clock, we've still got Cape around. Then once it gets 9 o'clock and the sun starts going down, you see all that completely disappears off the screen.
Yeah.
We'll go into Monday, and that's it. That's when low pressure starts moving in. It's all changed, but we'll have a discussion on that more likely tomorrow, on tomorrow's live, unless the team are in storm chasing mode. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
We'll have a look at them charts in a moment. So yeah, as you can see there, this is right. So I'm just going to rock that back. As you can see, I was just having a quick look at the storm charts for tomorrow. Yes, as Michael was saying about the Cape, this is the latest. So this is literally, the ink is still wet on this. That's how fresh it is off the press. As you can see, there's some quite substantial Cape towards the south, as Michael was just showing. It doesn't, I don't think this really tells you in terms of, well, you can guess anyway. There's going to be a whole lot of surface Cape, so there's going to be a lot of heating.
Will it tell you in the top right hand corner if you click into that, or that changed the layer?
That's the that changes the imagery. So I'm going to quickly.
Sometimes the step button actually tells you there's usually like a key.
Yeah, let's go for clickable map, see if that works. No, it doesn't. Never mind. So we'll have a look at surface temperatures quickly. As you can see there, we're looking at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Temperatures could be knocking on at the surface. So that's the ground and buildings and stuff like that, 30 degrees, 2 meter temperatures, knocking on the door of 27 towards London, 24 in the Midlands and towards the southwest. Also along the west coast, 24 degrees at 12Z, which is 1 o'clock. I'll just rock this forward a little bit. So we'll go to 1400, which is 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And although the 27 in London is like down here has weakened, that heat has spread out more. So quite widely, 24 degrees tomorrow. Obviously, chuck a couple of degrees on that just for error. could be looking at 26 to 27 degrees round about. Trying to get the words out of my mouth. 3 o'clock tomorrow. So let's have a look at the surface. You can see there some 31s showing, knocking around.
I'm not sure that the Daily Express. I probably think it's the real temperature.
Yeah, I think they're getting a little bit excited with this, but that's the surface temperature. So don't take no notice of this. This is what it will be at level. So the way it is in meteorology is temperature's taken at 2 meters because that's a universal thing, isn't it? So yeah, 24 degrees, take that. Right. So we'll go back to the Cape. So as you can see there, let me just zoom out. Quite some in them hotter areas, some quite substantial cape, as Michael was just showing you as well on the GFS. And I'm going along with what SFX and the Met Office and stuff are saying with this kind of forcing with the heat, pushing it all straight up. There's going to be some extremely big cumulonimbus clouds going up tomorrow, I reckon, with probably frequent lightning as well. Shame it doesn't tell me the precipitation. There we go. So you can see there's some blacks there, which would indicate.
I'll go back to about 10, 11 o'clock, and we can perhaps see. Don't take these too literal, by the way, guys. Unless
these aren't. Let me just zoom out again a bit. So I'll just show you like from the borders below and across to Ireland as well. So this, like Michael says, don't take these as literal, but it'll be in the region of. So this is around about 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Storm's starting to build up. So they're going to be building up from mid-morning, I reckon, and they're going to start cracking off about 1, 2 o'clock maybe. As you can see there, it's at 2 o'clock. Some storms off up towards the Scottish borders, probably in towards the Lake District, maybe on the East Coast, but I wouldn't take that too literally. There is, like I say, some cloud here on the East Coast today. West Wales and into the West Country and in the West Country, and we'll just rock that on a bit. As you can see, that then gets forced, as I was saying, like start to gang up and clump together to these cumulonimbus clouds.
This is also showing that it's like more western areas are more likely, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps looks like the M4 corridor at the moment, perhaps the far West Midlands, definitely into Wales.
Yeah, I would go for, like Michael said, M4 corridor, and you've got like the M5 and the M6. Take them as kind of a general rule of thumb tomorrow. And then use the Pennines as a barrier, as you will see in a short moment. So this is at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. This is at 6, so they will start coming in. There's a bit of a bow on that. As you can see.
We need to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, our Liz will be able to tell us more on that because she's more qualified. But that would indicate to me there's going to be a bit of a dry line. And it's going to be outflow driven.
I'm not sure if Liz is available tomorrow or not, but I think she'll be chasing that.
She's going to be chasing tomorrow, I think. And I've been looking at it and I'm 50-50. It depends on what time it comes up towards my neck of the woods.
I think Gordon could be on standby if he's free as well.
I think he is tomorrow. I have been giving him heads up as you have yourself. Then that's, as like I say, use the Pennines as a barrier for them storms tomorrow. So that's at 7 o'clock. As you can see, they just come up against the Pennines and literally peter out. So
yeah, I think as the sun starts to weaken, obviously disintegrate.
This is what we want to watch. This main clump coming out of Wales. I believe one of the other groups is going to be chasing around that area, somewhere around the Midlands in towards the Welsh borders. Could see it kicking off then up towards North Wales, I say towards Cannock, Stoke-on-Trent, Crewe.
Perhaps west than that, probably up through
Yeah.
Shrewsbury, up to Chester.
Yeah. So I'll just run that through, and then as that, like we say, as it comes up against the Pennines, literally anywhere from the M61 usually westwards tends to get it. If I'm going by my knowledge of the area with the topography, yeah, I think the boss is going to be in for a big thunderstorm there. Could be just zoom down into that one. You can see there that's started to split a bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if that gets.
Don't take that too literal, obviously, but it's more like
of course.
But one thing I'm noticing actually, as you're showing that you've got that main system there, and this is not ruling out some isolated thunderstorms to break out pop up through parts of the Midlands during the late. Well, saying that's during Gav's live at 6 p.m. and our live at 8 p.m. Just talk about. Well, I'll talk about tomorrow's live in just a moment.
Yeah, so I'll just wrap this up. So that thunderstorm risk could go into Scotland tomorrow and through the central belt, say Glasgow, Edinburgh possibly, and along towards the Western Isles maybe. All that, like we were just saying, becomes more contained within a line of organised cells. But like we said, don't take that literally, but this tail end here could get quite spicy. Could be a bit of an inflow tail there, maybe. Just feeding into
too
the
much
storm.
into that yet until we go literally.
So this is around about 9 o'clock tomorrow, so towards sunset, and as the thing showed, they are going quite a long way up tomorrow. But
this show on the fact chart, it was going to be like parts of Western Scotland.
Yeah,
you got that trigger.
So, yeah, I'm just trying to work out where to go tomorrow. I'm thinking somewhere around the Lake District up towards Arrow.
Well, obviously, as a team, we can collectively give our ideas, and probably tomorrow morning for perhaps like a little brief or something like that.
Yeah, we can have a little brief between four of us. Yeah, as I was saying, that then just dies during the night. Maybe a few isolated cells across Scotland. Some showing there during the night, but I wouldn't take them as literal. Probably some heavy showers. But yeah, that just then moves away, and then we got that low pressure coming in for Monday. So tomorrow does look promising in the west more than anything, in my opinion, anyway. I'll stop sharing that.
Yeah. And
so
just one thing I'm just gonna bring up is the storm potential. This is from the GFS as well, which I didn't show. So this is at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Let's bring that a little bit up. As I said, don't take it too literal. So this is the storm risk in percentage-wise for tomorrow with the latest run of GFS 12Z. So yeah, it's showing mostly western areas for risk there. I said, I think, as I mentioned, once that main band comes up through Wales into northwest of England, there's possibly a risk of a few isolated thunderstorms. But the main thing tomorrow, I think I've stopped sharing that tab. Yes, I have.
Yeah, you have.
The main thing tomorrow for me is how much sunshine there's going to be. If it is like it is across the Midlands now, where the sky is quite milky, it could perhaps put a bit of a layer of the lateral heat. Is that right? Lateral heat. So
what I can do is I've just got the chart form weather outlook to show, which does show like an idea of what cloud might be. I'll just quickly share that and then we'll wrap up.
Yeah.
So let me go back to that. So,
the screen's slowing down. Hopefully, it's not going to freeze them like it did the other day.
there we are. Yeah, I'm on now. So yeah, let me just drag this down so I can get a full-on view. Says that arc we were talking about earlier for the rain.
Showing clearly
France. Yeah, very much. And
what if that's like dry air coming out?
Yeah, it could be. So yeah, milky skies tonight, and then we'll just run that through. You can see some breaks in that cloud, which then starts to kick them cells off around about 2 o'clock, something like that. Then, like we said, they become more organised. So this is the same interpretation of the chart I just showed you, but with the cloud on top. So I reckon there could be a dry line at the front of that, which feeds into that. Yeah, it could get quite spicy tomorrow, but I'm hoping to get out. If not, it's going to be sometime in the afternoon. But like we said, we'll discuss that between ourselves during tomorrow when the 03 and the 06 head runs come out. Yeah, you can see the cape and lifted there, as it gets forced up. Maximum temperatures just quickly. As you can see, let's roll it back. So at 12 o'clock, you're looking well into the 20s, widely actually. So probably over high ground where it'll be a couple of degrees cooler, but I don't mean nothing. Just rock that onto 12. That's 2 o'clock. So temperatures in the west 24 degrees, in the Midlands 25, possibly down into the southeast with 28. It says 26 there, but we always say just add a couple of degrees on. Then as that, you can see that band starting to show there. Look, loads of heat ahead of it. As you can see there, 26 in the Midlands, and even into the 20s across Yorkshire and into the northwest as well. A little bit cooler towards the east coast, but it's going to be tapping into a lot of hot air tomorrow. I'm actually going to quickly have a look at the dew point. So I'll give us an idea. So the dew point tomorrow is around about, let's have a look, 16 degrees. Wowzers. Quite a high dew point. So relative humidity, that's better. There we go. So yeah, where them storms break out, there's plenty of humidity. There's a bit of dryness ahead of it, but the dew point's going to be around about 14, 15 degrees, which is ideal for thunderstorms. From what our American friends say. So the dew point, you can see there. Yeah, the dew point's well within enough to keep it going, in my opinion, up until sunset. So yeah, that's that.
Oops. Oh, you've taken it off. I pressed the button there and took it off. So yeah. So I don't know if you agree with me, but my thinking is I think where definitely western areas is more likely and looks like it's isolated showers or thunderstorms. It's not a guarantee isolated showers or thunderstorms during the afternoon tomorrow. I think it's going to start kicking off around about, I'll say from about 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock onwards during tomorrow. But it looks like Wales passing to the Irish Sea, western coast will definitely be at risk tomorrow. But any updates will, as put on the screen there, we'll have any updates on our Facebook page during the day. And we'll keep you updated as well about the live tomorrow.
Definitely.
Maybe we'll do a live special during the day, but we'll see how the day goes.
Yeah, because they're looking quite late on for me. But if I can get on, say, around about 3, 4 o'clock towards the west, I'll be happy with that. But then getting back.
Excuse me. If there is no lives during the afternoon, then more likely we'll be doing that, maybe like a special at 8 p.m. like we normally do on a Sunday night,
Yeah.
We could even have yourself, Liz, or perhaps even Gordon still out there chasing their storms. We'll bring up the latest, but we'll keep updated mostly on our Facebook page. So look out for them.
Definitely keep in touch on us Facebook. Like Michael's just said, any updates will be on there regarding myself, Liz, Gordon, or anyone else that's chasing. I think there'll be someone about anyway.
Right, I said I wanted about 30 to 45 minutes, and we're just hitting the 45-minute mark now. So
brilliant.
I shall see in the background.
Yeah, brilliant.
And we'll see you all tomorrow, either during the afternoon or for our 8 o'clock show. And also don't forget to join Gabs Live on 6 p.m. as well.
Indeed.
Right, thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you around tomorrow night at 8 p.m. unless otherwise stated. Thanks for watching. Say bye, Paul.
Bye. Bye, Paul.
Goodbye, Paul. Goodbye.
Bye, Paul.